Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of the Hoofball podcast. My name's Hamish, and as always, I'm joined by my two co hosts, Ben and Hugh, if you guys want to say hello.
Hiya.
Hi there.
Today, we have our usual Premiership, Championship, and fantasy football stuff, followed by some League Cup and Europa League rounding up as well, before diving into the single most important Scotland game that the three of us will ever watch. But before all that, we're back in the podcast pub. So, what are we all drinking?
I have got the same as last week. I've got a Patronus beer from Lidl.
I've actually got the same as last week as well. I've got Tenants.
I've got an Indian Pale
What is
Ale.
that?
India Pale Ale. It's a Buxton Brewery. Is that weird? You know that company that sends out beers?
Yeah.
Buxton not
Yeah,
make water. The same Buxton.
That's true. Yeah, doubt it.
Probably not.
Doubt it's going to be, but yeah, it's nice. It's good.
Fair enough. Nice. Three good beers. Well, two good beers and Ben's one.
You're drinking Tenants.
Eh?
You're
Yeah,
drinking
shut up,
Tenants.
I don't know
Mate,
what you're talking
Scotland
about.
have played a huge game tomorrow. I've got to get in the spirit.
Okay.
Right, well, we've obviously got our Premiership games this week. We'll start it off with Aberdeen playing at home to Hibs. It was 2-0 to Aberdeen thanks to Sam
Disaster
Cosgrove
class.
and Scott Wright. Is that his name?
Scott Wright scored the first
Yeah.
goal, then Cosgrove got the second.
Both were pretty bad. Well, the first goal was just bad
Defensively.
defending.
Yeah, it was an unlucky slip as well, let
It
it through.
was, yeah. But I mean, even when it gets into the box again, after going a little bit backwards, it's just a bit bad. It's actually really good from Aberdeen, to be fair. I almost said Aberdeen there. It's actually really good from
If
Aberdeen.
only.
And the second goal, Ryan Porteous just punts the ball off
Hilarious.
someone. I don't know
Hilarious.
actually.
What an assist by Lewis Ferguson.
Is it Lewis Ferguson that he hits it off?
So,
Yeah, he got the assist on Fantasy
Oh,
Scotland.
did he?
Yeah, I was buzzing.
What a week to have him.
What a week to have him. Yeah, I mean, I had him. I didn't realise that was the assist he got. I thought you might have
Yeah.
passed him for the.
He got
score.
he got both assists, didn't he?
Both assists.
Oh, did
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
2.
Just two.
Yeah, which is quality.
he? Madness. Only 3 points for an assist. I thought it was more than that. Oh well.
Yeah, I think you get more the further you go back.
Yeah, he picked up 9 points this week, which is pretty good because they got a clean sheet bonus as well, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had Ryan Hedges in from Aberdeen as well. Who
That's a good
also got
shout.
a clean sheet bonus. And then obviously
Yeah.
Kevin Nisbet did nothing. So
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Hibs just seemed pretty poor.
I think
Overall.
we've rattled them. The Hertz have rattled them. They're done for. Season's done. No, I think
No, the season's not done. Season's done after they play Celtic. Then it doesn't really matter.
yeah, fair.
Scotland 3-0 at home.
Yeah.
Game of bogey.
I
Game's a bogey.
think, I was about to say something. Yeah, no, it showed the kind of a bit of a gulf between Aberdeen and Hibs because they were pretty
Yeah.
close, and they still are pretty tight in the table, I think. But Aberdeen were just they were better by like a pretty long way. I would have said.
Well, Aberdeen are ahead by 2 points now with a game in hand over Hibs.
Oh, so it's actually potentially quite a big gap.
It can move quite a lot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which will be worrying for them.
And they're 3 points behind Celtic, both having games in hand. Well, they've both played 12 games, so they are actually just 3 points behind Celtic. But yeah, it's clear that it's Rangers, Celtic in that order for you, Hugh.
Obviously.
And then Aberdeen, and then maybe like Hibs, United, and sort of then the rest of the league,
But
petering down to
looking
Hamilton.
at the way the league's kind of going out at the moment, there is
Yeah.
Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, Hibs.
Yeah.
And
And then the
between
rest.
Hibs and Dundee, there's 7 points
Already.
and Hibs still have a game in hand over Dundee.
United.
Dundee United, please make that
Oh,
clear.
There's only one Dundee in the league.
That's
Calm
true,
down.
that's true.
Thank fuck for that.
That is also true.
But yeah, it's actually a good game.
Dundee, what would Charlie Adam would be playing in the Premiership?
Premiership.
Imagine that.
He's the first name in the team next year in the fantasy team. That's it sorted.
As I should they go up.
38-year-old. Yeah.
They'll go up over Hearts.
Will they? What was that? Sorry. But yeah, it was a decent game. I didn't get to watch it, obviously, because watching Celtic play away at Motherwell was a much bigger game than third v fourth. So Sky Sports obviously chose the Motherwell v Celtic game, which was nice.
Game with more goals, wasn't it?
Did
That's
have more
true.
goals, yeah, fair. But yeah, the second game we've got here is County drawing 1-1 with Livy at County. Game of football, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ben's probably buzzing about it. County not doing well.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I mean, I can't really talk right now.
what are
Well, at least we've got a better goal difference than Ross County, considering Ross County have a goal difference of -14.
How many games have you played?
5?
four?
Four.
Four is
Four.
not five.
You're not even in the same league. Like, oh, we've got a better goal difference than Wolves. Hey, there we go. What team Rangers are.
Oh.
You could have Wolves.
Yes, I am happy that Ross County aren't doing well like they have done actually in recent seasons.
Yeah.
Ninth in the table, is it?
Aye.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of a game of football.
I'm not going down. There's just no question about it.
Right. Okay, who cares about that game? Next game.
They had fucking better. They had better. Yeah, next game was St Johnstone beating Killy at home.
Johnson doing all right.
St Johnstone are not doing bad.
Like when they played Rangers a few weeks ago, I thought they looked pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So to be fair, so did Kelly when we played them last week, and that was like squeaky bum time. But I just don't really like Kelly, so I'm quite glad St Johnstone are doing.
There's like three of them. It's Motherwell, St Johnstone, and Killy that are all kind of. Dundee United. Actually, to be fair, anything from 5th to 10th is kind of in that bracket, which is 5 points separating 5th and 10th.
5 points between 10th and 5th.
Well, they could all beat each other. You feel as well.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I was very.
Sorry, my thing just crashed.
Quality.
When did I stop talking?
It's fine. It wasn't important.
Yeah, probably nothing.
No, yeah, for me at least, I've got 2 Killy players in my squad, so I was rather devastated that they didn't score any goals, considering it was Burke and Kabamba.
Yeah, I've fucking Kelty that I both have in my team, but for some reason, every week I put Jason Kerr first on the bench. A consistent 7 points, basically.
Yeah.
And he's never in the team.
Yeah.
Who do you put ahead of him?
Fucking Kelty, because I just take one of them out and put him in defence.
No, fair. Yeah, Chris Burke hasn't been bad, to be fair. And Kabamba, I swear, has only stopped playing well ever since he's been in my team. So,
Can you take him out, please?
I might, to be fair. I'm going to have to take Shankland out, definitely.
Blankland, you mean?
Speaking of, yeah, didn't get another goal in their, the 16th, 17th?
No.
Nil draw that St Johnstone.
Sounds about right.
Not St Johnstone. Dundee United have got this year. I think that's
good.
3 in the last 4.
Maybe? They've had clean sheets 3 in the last 4.
Yeah, 3 in the last 4, and then County was 2-1. But Aberdeen, St Johnstone, and St Mirren all been 0-0. 0-0? Is that
Actually, no, mate, I'm saying they're 5th, but they played more games than other people, so.
Dundee United, yeah.
Yeah, and they've got a worse goal difference than all of them.
Yeah, -7.
It's a very poor goal difference for being 5th.
And for not winning games.
But realistically, they won't be 5th. They'll be closer to 8th.
By the end of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, just when those games in hand are played, they'll be closer to 7th or 8th than 5th.
Probably. I think when the split happens, they'll be bottom half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they deserve after everything going on in the summer with the promotion and relegation.
It could be even further down than that, because I'm guessing they may have to sell some players in the winter window with the financial troubles that came out recently.
Because they're really not looking very good.
No, so.
I wonder if one of those players is going to be Shankland, but for a hell of a lot less than it would have been in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's all in the summer, they were getting.
I reckon they could have got the same that Livy got for Dykes, which was 1.5, 2.
2, or maybe it was going up to 2, maybe 1.5.
Can't remember, but it was multi-million, and I think they could have got similar to that from a team like, I mean, your QPRs or I don't know, I would say Reading, but they're actually doing quite well this year. So maybe not. But like a team like that.
Luton.
Luton, yeah, go on then, Luton.
I don't think Luton have that much money to spend.
That's actually a very good point, yeah.
Bristol
Is
City,
that not
maybe.
who? Did they not buy? No, they didn't buy that player was at Motherwell. Who did you get Liam Boyce from?
Burton.
Burton,
Yeah, meant Burton. Because it's Louis Moult not go there as well.
yeah. I think he's got
Yeah.
quite a lot of goals there, actually.
Yeah.
And did he not go in and get injured like that?
I think so.
And he was out for almost a full season.
What a player he was from Motherwell, by the way.
I
I
know.
know.
I hated playing Motherwell when he was
Yeah.
he was there.
Don't like playing.
It was like a team of hammer throwers with the lead hammer thrower just from the line. It was awful. Was it him that elbowed Cardoso in the face? It was like blood all went down his face and stuff. It's just.
I don't know.
Oh, do you even know who Cardoso is? That's the question.
Was this a Portuguese centre back you got?
I was going to say the best Portuguese centre back we got, but that's a lie.
That's a Bruno Alves.
Bruno Alves. So
Bruno Alves was pretty good. Yeah, anyway, aside from Portuguese centre backs that played in Scotland, we had Celtic on TV going away to Motherwell. El Yunusi with a hat trick. Also getting the most prestigious award in football, I think. A team of the week on FIFA. So, not bad for him.
was he part of a team of the week?
Yeah,
On the
he was it as
Oh,
well.
because he also done quite well in Europe, didn't he? This week.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
But he did score a hat trick, so that's why he got team of the week.
Declan Gallagher was playing centre back.
Oh,
Yeah, he scored a goal as well, but oh well.
fair. Yeah, that header was actually really nice. It's like perfect.
Yeah.
Play. I don't know. Looking at the replay, should the keeper be doing better? I don't know. But it's like it's one of them that's like so far over that it's like hard to get all the way back over, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of them. Like it's a nice header, but it's also one of those like scabby ones that's like it probably doesn't go in if the keeper's positioned a bit better.
It's just I just felt it came quite quick as well.
Yeah.
Like, all in, you look like a centre back should deal with it, and then
Did Celtic have Bain in goal, or was it the new guy again?
it was Bain.
Bain.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's probably why then.
I don't know if that the Bocas was on the bench.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
maybe I don't know. He was out injured for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Bain
was
started in Europe as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, who knows? Maybe.
So
Yeah.
Either way, neither of the keepers were as strong as Craig Gordon or
Player.
Fraser Foster. I don't think.
I think
No.
Fraser Forster. I think they went into this season with the idea that Fraser Forster would still be their goalkeeper, and I guess he just wanted too much money, maybe.
probably.
But
It ended. The whole rumors ended within the press saying that he actually didn't want to come. He wanted to try and fight for a place at Southampton,
yeah, which is
which is a bit
not done.
It's weird. He's
Yeah.
not been playing, has he?
not happening.
No,
Is it?
Alex
Like,
McCarthy that plays because he's my goalkeeper on English fantasy football. Loves a
So
Yeah.
random.
did you see the shocker of a tackle on Frimpong?
What on the Celtic game? Yeah,
Yeah, Devante
I
Cole
did-
just
Frimpong
nothing.
almost
Who
got a belter on his left foot. Actually, cut it.
did?
Frimpong, he cut it in on his left foot and tried to curl it in like just from just outside the box, and it was like inches away. Really good.
Yeah.
To be fair, considering
He's a really good player. Sometimes defensively he's a bit slack, but
yeah,
Aye.
he's still a kid. Like he's got a lot to learn.
yeah.
He's still a kid. He's 3 years younger than me, so I can't really call him a kid. But
Yeah, Ayer going off the wee niggle as well could be bad.
yeah,
Celtic decision. How long's Julian out for? Lennon was saying he's going to be back for after the international break
yeah.
expected, which Celtic might need because
You've got Shane Duffy.
They've got Shane Duffy. Yeah, that's problem number one. But Israel versus Norway international games been called off with a few COVID cases in both camps.
Oh, is
Oh
it?
Jesus.
Israel had a
Players
couple
making-
already. Like, when we
What's that,
played them, Israel had a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, but supposedly since they've went back, so that's Near Beaton,
Uh-huh,
Abdul Hamid, and then Ayer as well. and maybe El Yunusi.
Yeah, Ayer's Norwegian, isn't he?
Yeah, so's El Yunusi. So
Yeah.
Unlucky
could
Celtic. That was my end.
excuse you.
Shocking.
Yeah,
Yeah, that could be a complete disaster if they all have to self-isolate.
Yeah.
and that would be awful for you, wouldn't it, Hugh? You'd hate that.
I'd be crying, Ben.
Would
To be
you?
fair, if they were actually missing Ayer, Elanusi, and I guess even Beaton, they'd be pretty screwed. Actually, Beaton and Ayer both were playing centre back.
Yeah, they both started.
So they'd have Shane Duffy and what's his face?
Stephen
Welsh.
Welsh, yeah.
That's a centre back.
Stephen Wallace. I went to school with him.
Is he a footballer or is just a random?
That's just a guy. It's just his name.
Oh,
Alright, then we had Rangers won by a couple, didn't they?
squeaky bum time.
It was a bit of a dodgy game, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like, we must have paid the ref.
must have done. Absolutely.
Quality football. It's...
Tavernier also got the highest honour in football in a team of the week on FIFA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a custom card.
Yeah.
That celebration.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, you didn't get one of them. He's not got the custom face, but
No, because he was on the bench.
Yeah.
Until the day's going wrong when Brandon Barker is scoring against you.
Yeah.
Looking at it.
Is James Tavernier seriously now the front runner for the Ballon d'Or?
Yes.
Fuck's sake.
I mean, when you put into consideration his position on the pitch, and he's got over 10 goal contributions, I think 100%.
What player, honestly? He was everywhere. He should have scored another goal as well when Goldson played that like Kevin De Bruyne-esque pass over the little chip. What a pass!
Mate, unreal. Remember a few weeks ago, like, we were talking about centre-backs with great distribution,
Yeah.
and you said Van Dijk and I said Goldson. Looking back on that now, that's not an unrealistic thing to say.
Sure.
No, that pass was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get that goal. You only scored 8.
Oh, I know. Gutton. Wish we'd got more. I do wish we got more. It would have been a laugh.
Yeah,
I got 10.
70th minute onwards was boring. Didn't score a goal.
I think Hamilton wanted to stop the count.
Oh, shocking.
Zungu started. Oh, got on the 45th minute.
How was he?
First few touches, absolutely pinked the ball out. Fucking
Wait, out of play?
no, like
oh, right.
No, like, I wait, sorry. Out down. Absolute baller, he looks like.
Yeah.
I thought he was like 22, 23, but he's not. He's like 27.
Yeah. He's like...
I don't know. I thought he was a youngster.
Than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he seems very good.
Yeah.
Replaced Ryan Jack and had definitely a lot better passing than Ryan Jack thinks ever produced.
It's hard to get worse.
Not hard.
Ryan Jack.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Ryan Jack
pitch for 5 yards.
Don't pitch for one reason and one reason only, and it's not to pass the ball.
No.
You had 3 players that got a brace. You had Aribo and Kemar. How'd you say his name?
Kemar.
Roof. Yeah. I wonder how wee boy here thought about Joe Aribo getting 2 goals.
I'll say Joe Aribo's goals were pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Each one was a deflection that went past the goalie.
Yeah.
Was the first one a deflection? I thought it was just a good hit.
No, it was a deflection.
Was it?
Yeah, because the stream I was watching of it went to Hamilton TV's commentary.
Oh, yeah.
It was top quality.
Yeah.
They were just like, 4th goal went in. You know, the comeback starts now and all that. It's great.
Funny. So, moving into the better division in Scotland, we had championship games. Dundee came back from... I almost said Dundee United there. Dundee came back from 3-1 down to Alloa on Friday night to get a 3-3 draw. It's still not good. Dundee has to be winning that game.
Yeah.
But here we are again with Charlie Adams scoring another goal.
I know, right?
What a baller. It may have been a penalty.
Goals. He must have
What?
3 and 4.
3 and 4, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think so.
Jeez.
What a player. What a player.
Bags, man. Yeah, he 84th minute penalty. So I mean, it's not bad.
But they should never be behind.
No, definitely not. I think it's like
That gave Alloa the first point of the season. Like,
yeah,
fuck's sake.
and a game that they probably should have lost in the end. Not in the end, but
I wish they had.
so do I. Would have been funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Maybe we liked it because they would have went above them.
are
Maybe.
you above many teams this year? Can't imagine.
No, not currently.
Yeah,
3.
looking from an Inverness fan point of view, that table must not be good to look at. All the teams below you on 1 point.
You're correct, Hugh. However, if we could win, we're in with the wins. Oh my god, we're within a wins reach of top 4. That's what I was trying to say.
You know what? It's really good to look at. See if you win every other game this season, you're most likely going up.
Yeah.
I know.
Perfect.
If Inverness win every game they play from now on, I imagine they'll probably win the league.
Yeah, they will.
Actually, they won't because Hearts aren't losing. So
Hearts. Do you think you could do unbeaten?
I think we could, but I don't think we will. Unbeaten, maybe. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I wasn't saying 100% win. That would be
That's what I was
ridiculous.
thinking of.
No, because at
I
some
wonder how
point
much
you'll be
you
playing
on.
youth players or whatever because of the cup or something.
Yeah,
You
if
don't
we
have
put
to play
that
a
lineup-
rotation squad.
if we have to play a game when Smith, Gordon, and Boyce are away, then we'll probably lose if we play a decent.
That too.
Just because they're the ones that go on international break. That wasn't just plucking 3 players out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second game for the championship was trouncing.
Got Craig Gordon going away, actually. Didn't think about that.
Yeah, bit of a trouncing. 5-0 for Wraith, who are just scoring for fun.
They're doing really well.
Scudding teams.
They're top of the table.
Scudding teams, they are.
Yeah.
I love that word. Yeah, they're top of the table. 14 goals for, only 3 conceded. Like, they're having a very good time. And
I'm really disappointed that that Dooku is not starting for them.
Oh.
I had a lot of fun with his name.
Yeah.
When he played Hearts.
I'm sure he's score.
He's got 2 and 2. He's the best striker.
What player? But yeah,
A 5-0 loss is not good.
Frankie Masonda scored for them. Is he in relation to
Yeah.
Charlie?
I believe so.
No
I
way.
think he's ex-Chelsea. I'm not sure.
Frankie Masonda.
Maybe not.
He's 22.
Oh, no, wait. I don't think he is. That's a different
No,
one.
I don't think he is.
Different one.
Doesn't seem so. Different Masonda.
Aye.
Very common name.
Yeah.
But is that
It is.
crazy?
Be fair, when Frimpong came through at Celtic, I was like, no way is he related to Arsenal's Frimpong from
Manuel.
2012. Yeah.
Damn.
What a guy. He's not.
Okay, but I thought you said he was, and I was
No,
like,
no, no. The Arsenal one is
wait,
like is English, while Jeremy Frimpong's Dutch.
that's really true.
Yeah. Oh no, because
Yeah.
the Arsenal one was also,
Ghanaian.
I want to say Ghanaian, but I didn't want to.
He was Ghanaian. I remember his FIFA card.
Yeah. Bench. But yeah, we had
Dutch.
the other games we had Dunfermline who've been scoring for fun as well, getting no goals away to Ayr, which is a bit of a
What a way to introduce them. A team that is scoring for goals, scoring for fun, didn't score.
yeah.
Score.
Perfect.
So yeah, the nil each. I keep saying that. I don't think I've ever said that in my life.
I've never heard you say that before.
I've said it twice.
Stop it.
In like 20 minutes. So it was nil each.
Fuck's sake.
It was 0-0. That's pretty much all I've got to say. Dry game of football.
Yeah. It's good for Hearts, that.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, because your next win takes you top, and then
yeah.
that should be you for the rest of the season. Yeah.
And if we
Yeah,
play
it was-
Inverness every week, we'll probably win most of the time.
That was the Bromwell's first drop points of the season. Or the league season, that is. Like, put that in before you start mocking me and Callie.
Not mocking you.
Just
mocking
saying.
You support.
Ah.
Hamish,
Okay.
see when Hearts eventually lose.
Yeah.
I know from my point of view, when Rangers eventually lose, I'm going to just slip into alcoholism, right?
I won't be on the pause.
Yeah, definitely not.
Especially if it's Inverness that we lose to.
Oh, please.
That would actually make me so ill.
Brad Mackay and Todorov score.
Oh, mate. Don't even say stuff like that.
And Mick Hattie, if he ever
And
comes
Mick
back from
Hattie.
injury.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to go into it?
Hearts were better. I mean, plain and simple. I think the score didn't quite reflect not how well we played, because we didn't necessarily play well, but like we should have scored more. It just was a case of not taking our chances. And then, what's his face? Liam Boyce had a nice finish.
Mm-hmm.
And then you scored late on, and I think it's PTSD from last year. I was like, we're going to lose this game. We're going to lose this game of football. We
If
didn't.
only.
I didn't watch it, but I'm just looking at the stats. 8 shots each, and the Hearts only had 2 shots on target.
Yeah, but those we should have been putting, like, they were not. Wasn't audacious positions for them. They should have at least been on target, troubling the keeper.
Yeah.
But we were making decent chances. It was another case, and it's getting a bit worrying that we're at this stage. I think I've said this twice already, but it's another case of it's the type of game that a good team will win and a bad team will lose. And Hearts again have won, whereas last year we would lose that. We would have lost that game last year.
Because you'd be playing against a better team than Cali. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up.
At least I'm being honest.
It's the type of game that if you're gonna win the league, you have to win, and we did, and hopefully we win the league.
Again, I don't know. I just expected Hearts to come out and brush almost every team aside.
I didn't quite have that expectation because I knew that Cali, I knew that Dundee, and I knew that Dunfermline were all like capable sides, and I also knew Hearts. I went to every home game last year. I didn't have. I thought actually I said it from the start that if we win our first 3 games of the season, which we have done, then the league it'll be no bother. Like we'll win. But if there's any issues in those first 3 games, and although those first 3 games haven't been entirely convincing, like against Arbroath, we weren't really at the races at all.
Yeah, that was.
And then against Inverness, we were like decent, but not. It was a bit sketchy. It should have been more. It should have been more comfortable.
Aye.
But I think from here on, Hearts are probably good. And I think the next game we play, which is against Dunfermline, actually. If we win, we go top by 2 already. So I mean,
yeah, that next game's massive.
That next game is huge as well. I think I underestimated how good Dunfermline would be, even though I've got them second in the table. No, third in the table. Sorry. I underestimated how good they'd be. Like I assumed it would be Hearts at the top, then Dundee and Cali really close, and then Dunfermline would be like behind, but like a bit behind.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's going to be Cali and Dunfermline switched, and even Dundee and Dunfermline switched. But yeah, I mean, it was all right.
It's looking at the Hearts team. It's a great midfield out there.
It's a
Haring, Halliday, and Ollie Lee.
Yeah, it's nice. And then you've got Andy Irving as well, who scored a belter against East Fife last night, as we're recording this. Which, speaking of, another unconvincing Hearts. That wasn't.
Yeah, what happened there? Because you were 2-0 up in 2 minutes.
2-0 up in 2 minutes, yeah.
And you were like, "This is going to be a rout."
It's going to be 90-0.
Yeah, that's not great.
We scored within 19 seconds.
That's impressive.
Within 20 seconds, sorry. Because it was 19.37 was the exact timestamp.
How'd you manage that?
East Fife had a Jay Hart in goal, and I was like, they have a Joe Hart? But no, sadly it's not.
On loan from Spurs, is he? Yeah, I mean, we didn't play a very good team, and we haven't played a very good team, like, lineup. Nothing against East Fife, that's not what I meant. In the last 2 games.
Nah, he's Fife fan. He hates you. Just all that stuff, like-
I quite like East Fife. They're like one of the only teams that came out against the whole collusion, corruption.
Yeah.
So good on them. But yeah, it was unconvincing, and that's what I was saying. Like, if it gets to a stage where we lose Boyce, Smith, and Gordon in the league season, and we have to put up a lineup similar to what we played last night, then if we play one of Dundee, Dunfermline, even Wraith at this stage, like, we're probably not winning. Not Inverness.
Yeah,
Hopefully not.
surely
Well, not
you're
Inverness right
investing-
now, yeah.
Looking at that team, you're investing other players to like.
Yeah, no, it was very much a reserve side, and there could
Yeah.
have been better players playing yesterday, but I mean,
Yeah.
And even on the bench, it looks very thin when there's. I feel you've got more players that just didn't even travel with the squad.
If only you hadn't got rid of Tony McDonald. I say got rid of, so
really,
transferred. It was a free transfer.
I think so, yeah, but his contract wasn't up. It was weird. I don't know.
So Hearts always wanted like $500,000 for him in FM, and I'd happily pay it, right? But like, be like going a free. What's happening?
Yeah, weird. So how how was Inverness's game in the Betfred Cup, Ben?
Not good. We drew with Wraith. Although to be fair, considering Wraith have been doing well this season,
Drawing with Wraith isn't bad unless Wraith put out a right shite of a team.
we both made changes. We played Diane Divine, which was the worst mistake we could have played at centre back. The first goal, I think he goes, and he got injured, yeah, which is actually useful for us. That's mean to say. But for the first goal,
quality game of football.
For the first goal, for neutral probably was quite fun. For the first goal, the ball's like just hit long, and he goes to pass it back to the keeper, and just sort of scuffs it, and then the striker gets it and scores.
Oh, you mean Dooku? Here we are again after
Count
me
Dooku,
saying he's
yeah.
Second minute, on we go, lad.
Kai Kennedy had a pretty good game. Yeah, he's been rated the best player like from the game, Cali player, even though he missed a penalty when we came to penalties. But actually, in the game itself, he's the only player apart from Aaron Doran that could actually dribble fast on the ball. Maybe Ronnie McGregor too. Both teams had a penalty in the game. We scored ours. Wraith missed theirs. Sadly, that was not
seems ironic.
Foreshadowing for the actual penalty shootout that came to be, where Todorov and Keatings both missed their penalties, which I was very upset about. Basically, it's a story of our season where we're not awful attacking wise. I know that we only scored once against Hearts, but considering it's Hearts, we'll take that. I think we managed to score in every game, but we just can't defend. And I don't know whether that's just because of injuries or the fact that Robbie Dees, Waz Duffy, and Cameron Harper, 3 of the back 4 are all sort of new to the first 11. Cameron Harper was a youth player, so he played a bit last season, but he's actually starting now because Kevin McCarthy's in and out of the team because of injury. So might be because of that. I'm not sure if the midfield are really up to it. Allardyce seems good, but Vincent did not seem fit yesterday, and he got injured, so he's not fit anymore.
Sorry, CM Cameron Harper.
Aye.
Have you actually signed him, or he's just on loan from?
What do you mean? He's our player. He was on loan at Elgin City last season.
Celtic also have a Cameron Harper.
Okay.
It's 18. Sorry.
No, this is our own. This is our Invernessian Cameron Harper.
Similar. Okay, yeah. Wraith only showed up with 4 players on their bench.
Interesting.
Didn't use any of them.
That's a big point.
Really? I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
So it's basically just so far this season we've not been defending well, but with Brad Mackay as starting centre back, it's rather unsurprising. I'm hoping that once more people come back from injury and maybe they just get more time to settle in the new players, we might solid up a bit. Because actually, in recent seasons, we've not been awful in defence. Like when we had Jamie McCart and Cole Donaldson, which I know you'll mock Cole Donaldson, but actually for championship level, he was not bad.
Yeah.
Him and Jamie McCart were solid, and then we lost them both last Christmas. Cole Donaldson went to County, and Jamie McCart went to St Johnstone. And after that, we kind of got fucked a bit in defence.
Yeah.
So 2 more injuries, which is great. We do love to see it.
Of course.
We've got as many injuries as Liverpool right now.
Similar players you've got out as well.
Similar quality of players. One can compare Danny Devine to Virgil van Dijk, yes.
Maybe not Van Dijk, but definitely Gomez.
Gomez, yeah.
He's a better Gomez, isn't he? When was the last time Gomez scored an own goal? Exactly.
We also have a bit of a well, not a bit of a derby. It is a derby rivalry. Morton are playing away at St Mirren as we speak, and Morton have equalised with one each.
Yep, 1-0. Stranraer beat Hamilton.
Yeah,
Did they actually?
2-1.
Yep,
What? Oh, that's 2-1.
Yeah.
2-1.
So Hamilton
Unreal.
equalised, and then Daryl Duffy scored in the 81st minute.
The only good Duffy to play in Scottish football.
That's bad.
That's shocking.
It's a bad week for
I don't think even Inverness would lose to Stranraer.
I would say
I'm
I'll
that.
hoping.
bad one against Stranraer. Quality.
So yeah, we'll move on to the Europa League fixtures this week. We had
Quickly.
we
I can't.
had Rangers going to Portugal. We had 3-1 up.
Absolutely bottled it, mate.
First minute, absolute shocker. Like I was in the first 10 minutes, I was like, "Oh, we're losing this game about 4-0."
Yeah.
And then we're fucking quality. They had a man sent off, Otamendi, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a weak sending off. I'll give you that, but
It was a foul.
he doesn't go for the ball on its last man. He does pull back. But it still wasn't a massive tug. But no laughing at that. Here we go. And then own goal, Glenn Kamara with an absolute belter of a goal.
Player.
Last time he scored was against Livingston in the cup last year.
Wow.
Yeah, a long time. His games went up a few levels, scored from scoring at Livingston away.
It's a big away.
Quality. And then we had like 5 or 6 chances.
I think you were better. I would say genuinely on the night, I think you were better.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And if before that game you'd been offered a 3-each draw with Benfica, you'd have like bitten the guy's hand off. Like you'd have
100%. But second goal, they score as a shocker. Like that Nunes that they've got up front.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he's young as well.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be quality.
Darwin Nunes.
Because he was just so good. His first name's Darwin as well. Like, come on, quality.
Sorted.
He's younger than me by a few months.
21.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, quality. And then, but it was just shocking. Like Hollander was all over. For each goal, Hollander is all over the shop.
Is he your starting centre back?
Him and Balogun kind of swap
Okay.
each game, but Goldson starts every game.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. And then the final goal, even before the ball was played to him, and it goes through right through both centre backs. But even before that ball was played, I just knew that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, you bottled it, mate. Just absolutely bottled it.
Bottled it.
Absolutely.
Imagine
You should have
going
won
to
that game.
one of the biggest sides in European football and not winning. That's
Mate,
vile.
I absolutely saved it by not tweeting stuff about how Benfica haven't lost at home in the Europa League. I'm so glad I put tweets out there before the 90th minute.
Could check out all of our tweets at Hoofball Pod on Twitter. Then we had
it could be worse. You could lose to Sparta Prague.
yeah, so I was about to get on.
Yep.
You could not just lose, you could get battered. Absolutely battered.
It was bad.
It was
Just
poor.
watching it was bad.
It was so bad. 4-1, man. Like, come on. Like, that's just tragic.
The guy that not scored a hat trick. Was he not 19?
Wasn't he an electrician?
No, they had a 19-year-old playing.
Yeah, he's not.
With the hat trick, 25.
If you don't understand what I said there, I said, is he an electrician? And that was a reference to his Wikipedia said that he was a part-time footballer.
Yeah.
But was it Sparta's official Twitter account clarified he's not an electrician, but he was lightning for us or something like that.
He was a
Yeah,
Pyro
something like
Spark
that.
for us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, they were bad, and they are now rooted to the bottom of that group.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, there's no coming out of that, is there?
No.
Like,
They're not going to win the next 3 games. No chance.
definitely not.
They're just there to make up the numbers.
Hopefully, like this year in the league, wouldn't it be? But
They are ruining Coefficient FC for me.
yeah,
For you specifically.
yeah,
Just for me, yeah. No one
Just
else
for you.
cares. Like, I've asked
No.
everyone, and no one cares.
everyone else in Celtic are getting pumped.
So yeah,
Yeah.
moving on from European football to more European.
European football. International European football.
I tried, alright? I really tried. We've got international football. I'm only saying I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even.
I don't like it.
No,
I don't want
definitely
it
not.
to happen.
I'm quite hyped. I'm ready for it.
I'm not.
I'm-
the
I'm
opposite.
being
I'm
positive. I'm just putting positive energy out there.
I've just been hurt so much.
Last week I was
Slovakia
giving
game.
Oh, have you saw all the football we've been playing? Like, oh, we're gonna get pumped. But this week, nah, fuck, let's go.
It's not about the
Slovakia
football.
game, man.
It's about the qualifying. That as
A
an
1-0 90th minute winner. All I cared about.
That Slovakia game where we, in the groups, was it a couple years back? If we'd won, we would have made the World Cup? It must have been Euros. And it was 2 each. And it was tears. Everyone in the pub was just crying.
that England game where Stuart Armstrong
Stop
failed
it!
to.
At least that didn't matter to like qualification for anything.
Don't bring that up on Euro Championship Eve.
And what if it happens again?
Don't
What if
stop it.
Stuart Armstrong gets the ball 90th minute. Everyone in Scotland just shits themselves.
Podcast's done. We're stopping. Good night. Bye.
To be fair, it's okay. We've got Ollie McBurney now as the player who can hold the ball up in the corner.
Oh.
Yeah. In all seriousness, this is probably the biggest Scotland game we've ever watched. I think it's, aside from the 2012 Cup final, is the biggest football game I've ever watched. I think.
I mean, hey, Hugo, you go first.
Europa League final 2008.
Fair. I mean, that's.
Do you remember
that's
that?
a big deal.
Yeah, I went and watched it at Ibrox.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, a big like TV thing to watch it, and then that must be when I got my season ticket 2009, because that was the first time I sat like at where our seats were going to be, and then the season after.
I want this one. I want to stay here.
I already had a season ticket, so
Oh.
I just get the seat next to him.
Yeah.
It was like we went about Ibrox being like, oh, I like the look of this seat.
That's a good spot.
All that.
It's a cracking spot.
Tell you what, if they bring a TV screen back here, we're in the right seats. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's huge games involved. Ben's probably not watched many because, Cali fan, but...
Well, also, let me interject there with saying, because I'm part German, I've also got the World Cup final from 2014.
Yeah, but you're expected to win those games,
And wait, let me also then interject. 2006 semi-final against Italy, heartbreak. 2010, I don't know why I'm rubbing this into Scotland fans. 2010 semi-final against Netherlands, Euros. Okay, Germany aside,
at least
Scotland.
you've made all that. Bro, it's been 22 years.
As a Scotland fan,
Scotland in a major tournament.
Yeah, as a Scotland fan, this is the biggest game that I remember because 2008, I was not really aware of that. And then I think maybe Cali's cup final, but it was against Falkirk, so it was a bit of an anticlimactic cup final because it was Falkirk.
You know what's mental as well about the Scotland game is that if we win it, we're probably going to win the whole tournament as well, which is just crazy.
See if we win this game with the 100% shots on target to goals ratio.
We're going to grease it.
We just keep that going.
But yeah, we have made some lineup predictions which we can get into now. So we will start. Oh God!
Boys. Dropping our balls first. That's
So
good.
nervous. It'll happen one day. My mum keeps telling me. We'll start at the bottom. Start at the bottom. We're gonna start in goals. Who have we all picked? Alright, who have we all picked in goals?
I've got David Marshall.
David Marshall.
I've got David Marshall.
Yeah.
Not for the fact I think David Marshall should start,
But
because he will start.
yeah.
I think Craig Gordon's maybe a better keeper.
Like Craig Gordon's the best keeper on the planet, probably. So
Okay. Can we get Hamish's unbiased opinion out there?
no, I put Marshall because I think there's no reason not to play him. He's played with that defense.
Was fine.
Before. He hasn't conceded.
That's a lie. Or?
Yeah, he has conceded.
If he hasn't conceded,
Serbia.
he hasn't conceded. Mate.
Oh, sorry, not Serbia.
Touch wood right now. Thank you.
What was that? Who did you play last time?
Slovakia, Israel, and the Czech Republic. One of them. He conceded to one of them.
Israel?
Yeah.
No, we didn't concede.
Was it?
No, we did concede. No,
Was it 2-1?
It was 0-0.
Was it 0-0?
Yeah, and then it went to pen.
What was the team
Oh,
they got hit with COVID and then
Czech Republic.
they didn't. Yeah, Czech Republic was conceded to.
Yeah. So anyway, David Marshall this year for Derby has played all their games. He's conceded 15 and he only has one clean sheet. But he's played with this defence before. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, let's build confidence in this squad.
He knows what he's doing, right? If Craig Gordon got the nod, I'd understand it.
Yep.
And I think I'd prefer him to McLaughlin.
I agree.
Yeah.
John McLaughlin's not conceded a goal. He's not really had a shot against him this season. Doesn't really count, does it?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't count.
He may not have conceded, but he's maybe only saved two shots.
It's a bit mad that Craig Gordon was played in Scotland's previous biggest game, like in our lifetime, which was 2008 against Italy. Craig Gordon played.
We are not playing Craig Gordon. Fuck that.
That fucking game, man. That game was minging.
I don't remember it, so.
I remember it vividly. I went to the pub to watch it.
10-year-old Hamish.
Yeah, you weren't allowed in the pubs if you're under 16 after 8. I don't know if that's like a law rule or if it's just
unless you got food.
It's a law.
Yeah, but the pub just let us all stay.
No,
That's nice.
Yeah.
I just ate an ice cream really slowly for 90 minutes. That's how I used to go watch football as a pub.
Be fair, if you ordered a meal, you'd be fine.
Or just ice cream.
Or sure.
Fair.
Yeah.
Right. Have we all picked the same formation as well? Assuming we're playing 5 at the back.
5-3-2.
Yeah. Okay.
5-3-2, yeah.
Okay, so centre backs. Who have we gone for?
McSauce.
Yep.
Gallagher. Tierney.
No.
Okay, mine's different to that. I've got
Same.
Tierney in at left centre back.
Yep.
Considine in the middle.
No.
And Gallagher on the right.
What? Oh, okay.
Interesting. I've went Tierney on the left, McKenna in the middle, and McTominay on the right.
McKenna, he's only just back from injury. I mean, so's Tierney, but
McKenna was the one that
Tierney.
could have.
I
McKenna.
put McKenna in, but I think he could also go with Gallagher.
Considine and Gallagher haven't given a reason to not play them. I think.
But Tierney will probably start over.
Well, that's the issue
Considine.
with Considine being a left footer. I don't back him to play right in the middle, so
No.
I'd maybe put McKenna. McKenna would probably be the next person I put in there. But
I think we also need. Yeah.
That's what I would do, but I imagine Steve Clark will put Scott McTominay in there.
I think we also need to say that it's a big shame that we're not getting to see Hanley play an absolute masterclass because he's in his prime
How gut.
at centre back, commanding the defence.
Oh,
What was that, Hamish?
hit his prime and he's gone. Gutted.
He's not dead.
I'm aware that he's not died.
He's just like, he's in his prime and he's gone.
Well, he's gone from the team. Oh my days. face.
But see if he played, I wouldn't have been surprised if he picked it up in his own box, beat 3 players, ran just through the centre,
Right.
and then chipped the goalie.
Kurt Zuma-esque.
Yeah.
But with a goal.
Yeah. Right.
So wait,
Chipped the goalie,
we were going to
back
get
off the bar,
massive
and then
one.
headed it in.
so wait, sorry, Hugh. What yours was? Tierney, Gallagher, McKenna.
Hanley.
Tierney, McKenna,
McKenna.
McTominay.
Oh, McTominay.
Yeah.
So you've got
McTominay-
2 players that aren't centre backs playing centre back.
Yes, I'm trying to get into Steve.
To be fair,
Clark.
I've done the exact same. I can't talk.
Fairness, Tierney's been playing
Left centre back. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
for Arsenal, and aside from, I don't know if either of you saw it, but when he tried to turn one way and his body went the other way and he just fell over against Aston
Yeah.
Villa.
No,
Bad. It's bad. But yeah, we've got.
I think our wing backs are going to be all the same, right?
I imagine.
Yeah.
O'Donnell and
Bono
Robertson.
and Robertson, yeah.
Yeah, no question.
Gutted we're not.
That
gonna
was boring.
play. The Dumfries Desai. I'm livid. I only brought him up again so I can make that joke. I won't lie to you.
I feel like the rest of our team should be fairly.
I don't
Similar.
know. The midfield, I think I've taken a bit of a shot.
Oh, right.
I'll go for it.
All right, my midfield is John McGinn, Cal McGregor, Ryan Jack.
That's the wrong Ryan.
That's to be fair. I was see when you said that I was like, oh, that's completely normal. That's exactly what
I've only not picked Ryan Christie because it's too attacking.
Defending.
Yeah, it's too attacking with Ryan Christie in that middle three.
That's true.
With Ryan Jack in there, you got someone on the pitch who knows how to tackle, which is lovely news.
Yeah.
Especially against Milinkovic-Savic.
Yeah, who shouldn't even be playing
Why not?
because Italy's got a travel ban and he plays for Lazio.
That's a
Kolarov
valid
shouldn't be
point.
playing either. But they both travelled to Belgrade, even though there's a travel ban in Italy.
It's a bit mental.
good.
Cheating. Get them to null and void the game. Assuming we still win it.
Yeah.
So Ben, who's in the new midfield then? Is it Christie over Jack?
Christie, McGinn, McGregor. Which, to be fair, you're probably right. I don't think it will be that. Also, having 3 left-footed centre mids is just wrong.
It's a bit actually, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's happened where like all of Scotland's best players are left-footed.
Yeah, where this came from?
Even
I think Grant Hanley's left-footed as well, actually.
Our number 1 centre back.
can't believe he's out after all that last week.
Yeah, I think another person. It would be understandable if he included Ryan Jack over Christie for defensive
Ryan
reasons.
Jack's been quite good the past few games though.
Ryan Jack, yeah, he was.
Not been bad.
He wasn't particularly good against Israel, but the other 2 games he was pretty good.
To be fair, you could also see Armstrong maybe playing in the midfield 3 instead of as, or he could play as one in the front 2. Because he is a box-to-box midfielder. Although I think for Southampton he's been playing right mid.
Yeah.
I think so.
Or
Yeah.
swapping with Redmond on the wing. Yeah.
My front 2, I don't know what to commit to. I'm still not committed yet because I've kind of got a bit of an idea in the. Okay, I'll run you through my ideas and then I'll go with what I'm actually going to go for. So my first
Okay,
idea
sure.
was one up top and then play Ryan Christie like in the hole behind.
Yep.
Like Christie still plays because I think Christie's like he's one of the best players in that Scotland team.
Yeah.
I think having him on the pitch would help, but I've gone with 2 up top, and I'm gonna say Lyndon Dykes and Lee Griffiths.
Ooh,
Right. Okay.
it's a bold prediction.
Okay.
Are you just hoping we get free kicks? Just so Lee
I
Griffiths
think
can
Griffiths.
replicate his form against England.
I'll completely agree with that. That when Celtic were doing okay against Motherwell the weekend, and then they brought Griffiths on, they looked so much better,
Mm-hmm.
so much more dynamic. Up
Very good football player, and that pains me to say because I cannot stand him. But
Same.
he's a good player.
Watching him, I was thinking like, you know what, this like needs something like that for the Scotland team.
Is he Scotland's best finisher?
Yeah.
As a finisher,
Yeah,
not striker.
100%.
Yeah.
But now that I've said that I think he should be in the team, I put Dykes and Christie up front. So
Dykes and Christie, okay.
yeah, I don't
Christie
think
up front or Christie like in behind?
he's
Well,
in
The
Centre
same
forward.
position that Fraser played, right?
Yeah,
the formation thing we used to pick it didn't have that formation.
yeah.
so
But like where Fraser played, like Ben said.
Just a
Yeah,
floating
I can definitely see that.
creative player.
And
I went Dykes and McBurney, which I think was our Israel starting front two.
yeah, it was.
And that's purely because I was thinking McBurney because Clark might be thinking tall centre backs.
Yeah.
But
I
then
think,
also
sorry.
you might start with Christie floating, or even actually I said his name and I've just forgotten it again. Armstrong floating, and then Ryan Jack in midfield, and then maybe bring McBurney on for the last 10, 15
Hold
if
the
we're
ball
winning
up when we're
or
like,
losing.
4 or 5-0 up. Just hold the ball.
Hold the ball up. Yeah, please. Hold the ball up, or just punt it up to him and he can knock it down.
Yeah, I do think that having a presence like him could be very useful.
Mm-hmm.
I think kind of what we've said, formation-wise, we're all correct.
Yeah.
He's going to play
And
back
that's
at
what
the
we've been playing, so.
If it's not 5 at the back, everyone will be shocked.
Imagine he comes out like uber attacking.
It's like a Gagan press, like
4-2-4.
back with wing backs. He's been looking at my Football Manager tactics for the new beta.
Or he does it where what was it? Scotland against Spain in like 10-11, where it was 6-4-0
Yeah.
as a formation. And actually, we scored.
6-4-0. And there was 4-6-0, and there was 2 strikers on the pitch that didn't play striker. Greg Levine, everybody.
What a quality manager.
Yeah, we've not actually picked all too different there.
No.
I also picked a lineup I'd like to see Scotland play, but
Yeah,
they won't.
let's hear it.
Which was that 4-3-2-1.
Oh, Christ.
Okay.
With John McLaughlin in goals.
Of course.
O'Donnell and Tierney. Tierney at left back, O'Donnell at right back, with McKenna and Cooper
Yeah.
in the middle.
Oh, none of us mentioned Cooper for the team. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he'll play.
Neither.
Despite being a Premier League starting centre back.
Hasn't been in that team. So, I mean.
Yeah.
True.
So risk throwing them in now. So
yeah.
I wouldn't. And then Jack, McGinn, and McTominay in midfield.
Yep.
Christie and Armstrong playing behind the striker. And Dykes up front.
Of course, you take Cal McGregor out of the squad.
Yeah, he's been shite for Scotland
and Celtic.
And exactly.
But I think that when I was saying my lineup, a lot of it was like how we've played before. Like I probably wouldn't be choosing 5 at the back if I had it my way. But
yeah,
in general, no.
I think Steve Clarke will stick to a formation that the players know, and he'll stick to the players that he knows. So the players that have generally been playing, which is why I think both of you are right in that McTominay will play.
Yep. I think he deserves to play.
Arguably, he should.
For in the last round of games, I thought he did fine. He didn't even do anything wrong.
Were we watching the same games?
Apart from missing a sitter against Israel.
And missing quite a few just defensive headers as well.
I don't know. I feel like it's best not to change the team too much. But Tierney over Considine is a fair change.
Yeah. I think genuinely the only change could be Tierney for Considine, and then it's just the same lineup that we rocked out with against whoever we played in the last game. And then
apart from Fraser being injured,
doesn't play, and it's Christie that plays instead. Is what
I think even if Fraser wasn't injured, he wouldn't have started.
No,
I don't think Steve would have started him. No.
Really?
Yeah, I think he would have picked Christie.
Oh, that's
I'll
fair.
be shocked if Christie doesn't start.
I'll be shocked if Christie doesn't start.
I'll be upset if Christie doesn't start.
Imagine he starts Christie and then Griffiths. I'd be like, oh.
To be fair, actually, Christie didn't do well in fantasy football on the weekend, so actually, fuck him.
Yeah, but he's hanging passes. Fuck him. That's it. One bad week of fantasy football. Can't do it. May as well retire.
That's it. We'll shoot him a text and tell him. That's it. You're done, lad.
Sadly, I don't have his number.
Neither. One day, maybe. Not that
one day.
I'm glad I don't, because I just get drunk and send him abuse.
But yeah, we will tweet those lineups out as we do with our fancy lineups. Obviously, we won't be doing that this week because they're in the games. But we'll be tweeting those out at Hoofball Pod on Twitter. We got anything else to talk about?
Just that actually, this is Scotland's best run of form, arguably since 1976. So it's our longest unbeaten run. So we've won 6 games and drawn 2 in our last 8.
1976.
Which actually, I hadn't fully appreciated that we've been doing so well. Quote unquote.
Quote unquote, innit?
We've not been playing the best teams. This is the hardest game in that run.
Yeah, definitely.
Taking ice, like
I
just.
I don't have a
I'll take it.
prediction for the game. Honestly, I don't.
Oh yeah, score prediction. 7.
I think it'll be 1 goal.
Scotland.
7-8, let's go.
I think there'll be 1 goal in it, which Hamish loves to say. I know. But
1-0
Dykes again.
Griffiths.
Interesting.
Griffiths.
Hopefully
That
not
would be
again.
I'd hate it, but I love it.
I
I'd love to
don't,
get a
honestly, I
free
don't care who scores.
Nah,
As long as
it
we put it
is.
in the net.
The Serbia goalie. There we go.
Serbia
1-0.
goalie.
Own goal. Oh, imagine that, an own goal.
An own goal to take us through.
Like a pass back that the keeper misses.
See, thinking about that Serbia team as well, it's mad that, like, if Scotland win, like, you've got one of the best defensive mids in Europe in Milinkovic-Savic.
He's not defensive mid,
couple
but
of-
yes.
He's kind of a box to
He's
box.
he's a box to box.
And then you've got Jovic, who's like one of the best young strikers in Europe. You've got so many decent players,
Mitrovic.
and instead of them, Constantine
Tadic.
and Gallagher are going to the Euro.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine?
Oh,
Komarov, one of the best left
Ollie
backs in
McBurney
Premier
going
League
to Europe.
history. Ollie Burke's off.
Ollie Burke.
I'd love him to come on the score. Could you imagine?
Everything would be forgiven. He would be
All the dads would be
favorite player
fuming.
ever. I'd sign him in every FM save.
If they win it, whoever scores, if it's a 1-0, whoever scores that goal,
They're a hero instantly.
yeah, going
Absolutely.
down in history, aren't they?
Yeah. They have to. They will do. Oh, fuck, man. I'm so nervous.
Are
Actually,
you more nervous for this game than you were for the Hearts Hibs game? Just because of personal relations to the Hearts Hibs.
it's quite similar. I guess with the Hearts Hibs game, it was kind of a case of if we lose, it makes sense. And again, for Scotland,
Okay.
if we lose, it makes sense because we're the worst team. But like,
Yes.
also if Hearts won, it could literally mean nothing because now if Hearts lose to Celtic, then us winning was just like we beat Hibs and that was fun.
Yep.
If Scotland lose, we don't make the Euros, and if Scotland win, we make the Euros. Like, it's just so much more is at stake than that game last week. I know there's loads of Hearts
Yep.
fans as well that I see tweeting. They're like, "Oh, I'd rather see Hearts win a corner than see Scotland." Like, shut up! No, you wouldn't. Like, were you genuinely going to say if Scotland make the Euros, you're going to be like, "Yeah, I wish Hearts had won a corner last week instead."
But you see, if Boise had just scored that goal,
If Boise had just missed off a save and we got that corner, that'd be so much better than beating Serbia and going to the Euros.
yeah. Hugh, there was something I was going to say earlier, but I forgot to. Just with it's maybe a bit early in the season, but with how well Rangers are doing, are you worried that, assuming your good form continues, are you worried that you might lose a big chunk of your players, or a chunk of your players, a la
To
Morelos,
international football, or to just transfers.
to transfers for next season? Is what I mean, as in like a Tavernier, Morelos.
If they go in the summer, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will go in the winter.
If anyone goes in
No
the
one
winter,
has money.
Branded a snake. I don't think Tav leaves. I genuinely think Tav will stay.
Tav's too good. He deserves to play in a top team, for a top league. Sorry, not top team. He plays for a top team. He doesn't play in a top league.
So one of the most successful teams of all time.
Yeah, I misspoke.
Most successful team of all
Yeah,
time.
but you died, so there's a bit of a quote around it.
If you went to the screen, you'd
What if he went back to Newcastle? Would you understand that?
Is that where he's from?
He's a Newcastle youth player,
Is he?
not Borough.
Depends how much money they pay for him, to be honest.
In
Honest answer. I'd like.
fairness, if they chucked like 15 mil at him next summer, it's replaceable.
Because he's what, third? He's 29?
Yeah,
He's
29, but-
he's turning 29 in the month. I checked his Wikipedia.
It's cute. Do you send number?
Yeah, no. What?
What?
Thanks for scoring lots of goals, James. Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Got the tweet ready.
My captain, my captain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, we're kind of in that league that players will leave,
Yeah.
Aye.
and if we get money for them, they're gonna go.
Do you think Gerrard could go, or do you think he'll stay another season?
I think
Depending
we get
if you win.
Champions League, he'll stay for Champions League.
Like Gerrard,
Yeah.
realistically might only leave as well if that Liverpool job comes open. Because
Really?
it is going to a club like West Ham better than managing Rangers? Probably not.
But like,
West
what?
Ham's also like a
But what if a Newcastle came in? I don't know why I just say went to Newcastle again, but that's a big team in England, and he, played when Newcastle were in their
It did,
at their prime.
when he first came to Scotland, that first season, it did feel like he took the Rangers job like as a stepping stone. But now it feels like he's kind of like into it proper, and he's in it for the long run.
He really hates Celtic now.
Yeah, he's figured it out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It was just a question that I had.
He'll go at some players.
I mean, he'll
like,
go at some
we're
point.
gonna have players, but I don't see anyone leaving
Not soon.
straight away. I don't see any players straight out on
Parker?
the market.
Parker.
Scored at the weekend.
Jordan
didn't he?
Jones.
Okay, right. That's an exception. John Jones' career's already done at Rangers.
What was the other one?
Edmondson.
Yeah.
Yeah, their careers are kind of done at Rangers, I think.
Yeah.
We come to the end of their 2 weeks soon, won't it?
Yeah.
How long is that? It's only been a week, hasn't it, since that happened?
Yeah, because it happened literally the day we recorded last week, didn't it?
Yep. And he was slating them. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.
You'll either be here next week because Scotland have won, or there won't be another podcast ever. Because I'll still be crying this time next week.
Well, next week we'll have the reaction from all 3 Scotland games.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, we'll have all the international football. I'll probably do a little fun thing as well because there's not much going on.
Yeah, we'll do something a bit fun. Although
If
the
Scotland
Prem will be
won,
back.
there won't be anything fun because we'll have
I'll
just
still be drunk.
chatted
Yeah.
about that game.
There will be a round of championship. Oh wait, no.
No, there's no.
Oh, that's next week. Oh, that's got a break. I didn't realize that had a break as well.
No.
Oh yeah, we'll do something fun next week if we win.
If.
Oh,
When
score predictions
When
for
we
the
win.
Euros. When we win.
When we win.
Pause the prediction.
We'll leave it on that. Thank you everyone for listening. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Go Scotland! I'm so nervous.
The flower of Scotland.